Welcome back. The Beer Back Podcast. I'm your host, Wayfield Willie James. Got a special guest in with me tonight. You know, you might have seen him a couple of places, you know. Open up for Slick Rick, Furious 5, Lil Kim, Joe Haven.
And that's very good. If you got 25 little boys and they're all doing great, they're grown men now. And
you do that to us when we was kids, so I have to go to
prison.
I ain't have to go to prison.
Hey, yo.
Shit.
Yo, no. We say one thing though, right? So let me mention something. How was I as a kid?
You was a good kid up until.
Give me a year. Give me a year. That's up until what age? I'm gonna say something that pertains to what you said.
Maybe about 12.
Okay, so about 12 is 96. That's perfect time. So from 8 years old till 12 years old, I had a program called Leap, and I had my grandfather too.
Papa.
So my mom was getting high as fuck, and
Why you
so
say it like that?
Hold on, she's getting high as fuck, super high. All my friends' moms are getting high as fuck, so I come clicking niggas who I'm from the crack baby area. You know what I'm saying? So, but we had hope though, because we had a program called Leap. You know what I'm saying? And Leap took us on trips. I had good counselors like Shaquito. I had good counselors like Lim. I had like John. I had some good counselors who did the same thing you did. You know what I'm saying? For me, took us to the houses, took us to movies, took us out. Like, I played soccer, man. I love playing soccer, my nigga. Like shit I never did in the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Took us to plays. Told me how to about Malcolm X. Told me about motherfucking Marcus Garvey. They had all this shit going for me. Summertime, they took us on to DC. They took us to the different things. You know what I'm saying? Different cities, different towns. You dig? You did came real quick for me, nigga. You did the same thing. I'm gonna keep talking. Did the same thing. You know how to do it. So we had all this stuff. We just doing this. The program is doing it. They're still around, probably. I don't know for sure, but still around. Just a thing though. In '96, they cut the funding for it. Let me see. You get it? We cut the funding for him, my nigga. And this is the same year my Uncle Buddy died.
They cut the funding for it?
And my project because niggas like Izzy I was robbing them and DY was robbing the houses and shit. Is that battery dying? It might be dead battery. Check it. See this shit might be dead?
Where's the percentage at?
It's a battery.
Shutter release disabled. We try the battery.
So hold on. Put this in there for me.
Put that one back you had in.
Yeah. This right here. So you figure that shit out. If I don't the percentage of that shit, it should be good. So when Leap left and my grandfather left, I went to jail instantly for shoplifting. Summertime.
You recording that, right?
Yeah. Yo. The minute they left, I went to jail. Nigga, I had $10 in my pocket. It was just like, fuck it, nigga. Like, yo, nigga, I had $10 in my pocket. So it was me, money, getting bugged. First crime. So at this time now, I got a gun. Like, I had somebody break him up because the nigga my mom was dealing with had a gun in my storage room. Told me that. So I went to my storage room, broke into it, got the gun. How we doing? Yeah, you got to click it too. Turn it on. Is it dead too?
I see the fucking thing. That shit don't want to flip.
Is it in there? Is it in there right?
I'm trying to put the lever and take it out. At the bottom.
Is it stuck, motherfucker? You might be broke my shit. But anyway, though, so what I was doing was I end up crossing over the crime, smoking weed now. I'm robbing pizza men. I'm robbing Chinese men. I'm robbing everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I end up going to jail for robbery. Same year, it's 98. I ended up going to jail for robbery and shit. So I ended up had to stay with my grandmother, his mom's house. And like you said, once the black youth ain't got nobody to follow or inspire them, they go right into crime instantly. I don't know what it does. I don't know what's a formula for it, but we need more niggas like you in your program, my nigga, because I'm one of them kids. I was a good kid, my nigga. There was no reason for me to do what I was doing, but I was unsupervised. I had nothing to do. So much free time on my hand. Young black kids need men. They need role models. They need good guys. Not just for niggas who want to check, niggas who go in their pocket and spend that check on them. I'm saying to invest in them, to believe in them, to teach them new things, to show them new things. So, yo, I'm very grateful, my nigga. You shared that story with my nigga. And I want you to continue on with the story, but I'm going to say, your program, my nigga, needs more funding from the city. And I'm down to donate, and I'm down to put up a motherfucking GoFundMe for that shit because I know the power of mentorship. You know what I'm saying? I know the power of mentorship. You gotta be jammed. I'll get it in a minute, man. But shut up. I get it. But I'm saying, but I get it. Where the battery at? You got a battery? I get it. Don't worry about it. So we needed that mentorship. We need more guys like you, my nigga. So shout out to D. Russ and whoever's involved in the program. Now I want you to get the program what you do now. I want you to tell him. I'm saying.
Well, I gotta finish that story though.
Finish it.
Because it's very
But
powerful.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but
that's
you,
good, that's
I also
good.
want to add
That's a great point.
to your point.
That's a great
You're
point.
definitely necessary and you should be a priority, my
That's a great
nigga. Out of the nation, out of the national budget in every city, we need that.
Well,
as black communities.
And I want to go back to what you said. You know, where you felt at 12, you lost Leap, and you had a death in your family, and that spurred you into that avenue of now I gotta get this myself. Now I don't have anybody to help me, and that's what I found with those youth. That I found out that they were didn't have anything, and once they had me, there was no way for me to let them go. Yeah. So now that I had them. And now I got them getting honors. And then Mr. A calls me into the room. Mr. A's like, I love what you're doing with them kids, man. I love everybody getting honors and they staying out of trouble. And the room got almost 30-something kids in there. And they're just, and I turned the room to like arcade, like smiles. And it was like noise and blaring and fun. And then I started doing retreats. And I got them workshops like, dropout prevention and how to say no to drugs and all these kind of workshops. But after the workshop, they would have a whole a sleepover at the Y. But nobody went to sleep. The pool was open, the gym was open, the games were up all night, and everybody stayed up all night and had fun and hung out. But in this same process, Mr. A called me in the office. He's like, I love what you're doing with those kids. Now, mind you, I'm still going to court.
Not to cut you off, but a very important part of the story is right now, the program you run, you work with the mayor, the alderman, the city council. Y'all get grants and funding. Back then, where was all the money? Like, who was funding this? Because it's important people know that this is not money coming from. We just
started getting grants after 10 years.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's important that people know this ain't some nonprofits. They nonprofits, but the people that run it is making a lot of money, and they paying themselves a lot of money. You got some nonprofits where the director is getting $200,000 a year, $100,000 a year,
and the kids are getting up some pizza and
so that's what I'm saying. From then, give me a time frame from when you first started with Mr. A up until when, and how it was funded up until.
Well, I'm almost there. So like I said, Mr. A called me in the office, and Mr. A said, "I love what you're doing with those kids." Mr. A said, "You up for an award?" I said, "An award?" He said, "Yeah, Building Strong Kids of America."
Hell yeah, Nobel Peace Prize.
YMCA's of America. You're gonna get an award. I'm like, an award? I'm still going to court trying to get over this case, But I have now attached to these group of young men who I started to feel like was more important than anything else in this world.
It fell.
Was these young guys
on the floor?
More important than anything else in this world. And so I went to this black tie dinner. I got this award, and when I put it in my hand, I was like, "Oh shit!" As a black tie, all these people, I felt like I did something. I said, "Wait a minute, I accomplished something."
Hell yeah, you did.
I got this award in my hand, and I felt like, "Oh shit, I found what I'm supposed to be doing. This is it. This is my purpose." So I got to work the next day.
It's important you talking about the funding because people
I'm gonna get
they know.
I'm gonna get there.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna get there.
You don't want people to think you did this because of the case, even though it started out that way.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay,
I'm gonna get there. Right. So understand. I got that award. I went back to school to work next day at the YMCA, and he said, Mr. A said, "Mr. K want to see you." I said, "What Mr. K want to see me for?" I'll go see him at Troop. So I go over to Troop, and when I get to Troop, Mr. K sent me in the office and said, "I love what you're doing at the YMCA with those kids.
Where
you got this innate ability for these children, the hardcore kids. They gravitate to you. You want to work in the school system?" I said, "What I gotta do? Teacher assistant. What that is? Just help teach in the classroom." All right. Had 3 interviews. My last one was Troop. Didn't even get the Troop. My first one was at Principal Janix. Got the first job.
Where?
Now I got the Y job. I got Principal Janix, and I got the award.
Where?
Right. So now I'm realizing something. I'm good at what I'm doing. I found a purpose. And this is why black men and Latino kids and men all over the country and women too, this is why they kill themselves. This is why we make stupid decisions. Because we have no purpose. When the man says to you, I ain't afraid to die, I don't care if I live or die, you know why you say that? You say that because you have not found a purpose.
Fact.
When you find a purpose,
You don't want to die.
you don't want to die.
You want to live forever.
Because you have a reason
You got a passion in life?
to live.
Hell yeah.
I have a reason. When you don't have a reason or a purpose, you have no reason to live. So you don't give a fuck about living or dying. But once you find a purpose, my purpose was helping children find their purpose. And that was more important than anything I was doing.
Word.
And so with the drug game, I stopped. I had a daughter, and I stopped. I stopped.
Word.
Why? Because so how am I looking to these young men? I got 20, 30 kids looking at me. Now I got a whole school looking at me. I walk into the cafeteria, kids were sitting down. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I said, excuse me. And everybody said, Mr. C here.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And it was like cool
You know
to
you
be
made it
cool.
when you read the letter.
Well,
Mr.
you know, I had
C,
jewelry
Mr. C,
on,
yeah.
a chain, all that. I was cool. I was 20-something years old, 20 years old.
You made it.
I was still young.
When they call you Mr. C, because we had Mr. A and Mr. K, everybody loved him. So
You
they call
became Mr. C.
I'm Mr. C.
You were Mount Rushmore.
To this
When
day.
Mr. A and
Yeah,
Mr. K
that's a
were
fact.
Mount Rushmore.
I'm Mr. C.
That's a fact.
Right?
Yeah.
So I found a purpose. And I said, no more drug game. No more nothing negative.
Yeah.
Because I'm living for these gentlemen now.
Word.
I got to be here for them. And these my sons. These my daughters.
Word.
I got to live, but at the time it was all guys because in the YMCA it was all young men.
Word.
So, but these are all my kids, my boys. And they was only 12, 11. I got 6, 7 more years being around them. I got to make sure they accomplish something.
Word.
So I stopped. When I disappeared, that's why. One day you called and we closed. Why? Because I just stopped.
That's a fact.
It was over.
Cold turkey.
Because I said, that's it. And now I'm going to bring you back to the God point.
Oh, shit. This nigga something.
Y'all my family. Y'all,
Hey, talk your shit, man.
Y'all my brothers.
Definitely.
I ain't going to tell you, nigga, never lie to y'all niggas. I'm going to tell you straight
Talk
up.
that.
Remember I crossed that motherfucking street? I got back to that fucking court date. I had 2 jobs for kids.
Yeah.
I had an award. That motherfucker did it. When God do it, he did it. Not only
Did you do everything out?
Not only did I get to beat that case, when I ended, I had 2 jobs in an award, and the school system talking about sending me to college for free. That wasn't what I was doing 8 months ago.
That's dope.
I crossed that street.
Oh, all this happened in 8 months, nigga?
Almost to a year, all that happened. And I'm telling you, I crossed that street and I said a prayer. I said, God, if you will, get me out of this one. Ain't no way out. And I'm yours. But not only did he get me out, he got me out of the drug game. He got me out of the prison system. And then he gave me a reason to live with a whole 2 new jobs and an award and starting to build a resume and all this, the whole purpose. And guess what? I never looked back.
God damn, Mike Epps is good. This nigga's good. That's some good shit, Mike Epps.
I never looked back.
Yo, buddy, you deserve your own name now, my nigga.
And let me tell you something.
Go ahead, talk that
Tell you
shit.
something else. While I was selling drugs, before I bumped to the Y and all that, we went to the after hour. You might have been with me that night. We went to the after hour to the Orchard. I went to we met some shorties, whatever. Went out there. Yeah, our girl was still. I would have. We were hanging out with the shorties, and this lady walked in the house, and she's walking around the room, talking to everybody. She got to me and said, "I came here to see you."
She knew you?
No.
She knew of you?
No.
Oh, that's some guy shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead. Ah, shit. No. Normally that shit that shit down, but I'm gonna rock tonight.
No,
Nigga, I'm a Christian tonight, man.
I'm gonna tell you the
Talk
real.
your shit.
I'm gonna tell you the real.
Talk your shit.
I ain't even heard this yet.
Talk your shit. I ain't gonna debate
If
it.
you ever wonder why I left,
Talk
I'm
your
telling
shit.
you right now. This lady said to me, "I came here to see you." I said, "What?" She said, "Do you? I see you around papers. Do you work with kids?" I said, "No, I sell drugs."
Proudly.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid and proud.
That's what I
She's
said.
so proud to be
That's what I
ignorant. It's
said.
a fact.
Bitch, that's the wrong paper. Ain't that other
Bitch,
paper.
get the real paper. Hey, bring backs.
And then she said, "But well, you will." I'm thinking she's bugging the hell out.
Nah, I get it.
I'm trying to sort this shorty over here. You get on my damn nerves right now. Then she started talking about me and my mama relationship.
She knew you?
No.
Oh,
She was
shit.
prophesying to me.
Was that my nana? Is that Barbara James?
So she was prophesying to me, and it scared me. Because she said so much stuff about family life
She shouldn't have known.
that I said, "I'm out, y'all." I said, "Everybody, y'all ready to go? If you ain't, I'm leaving." I left I said, if you know this, you know everything. You the feds. I'm out. I'm out.
Ain't no God, you the feds.
That's before I found God.
Yeah.
Before I found it, I got prophesied to about the stuff I was doing. But I started doing with the kid stuff. Didn't realize that till later. Now, mind you this. While I'm working at the YMCA 13 years, helping kids, clean my life up, got a degree, doing all this stuff. I ran camps, suburban camps, inner city camps. I became a youth advocate, and I was able to take kids who were hardcore and thought it was over for them and be able to get them on the right path by just being me and just talking to you and caring about you. You know, and I'm not going to give up on you. If I'm going to tell you fuck up, don't matter. I'll be able to pick you back up when you get up again.
God damn.
You know what I mean? So what happened was, then my music started blowing.
Got no career. Let's get into that shit. I'm interested in that.
I bumped into Mike.
This is interesting though. I don't know.
The Terror Squad.
Yeah.
I did it. He was doing a show. I bumped into that show. We held a show. We got Terror Squad to come down. Mikey J came down. He performed at the show and everything. And my boy was like, "Yo, where you gonna go on after Mikey J?" I'm like, "What? Am I gonna be gone?"
Who the fuck is Mikey J?
Mikey J from he was Def Jam Digital. He did that song, 3-time Grammy nominated producer.
He's a singer?
No, he's a director, actor, MC. But at this time he was Terror Squad at this time.
Okay.
Because him and Fat Joe grew up together.
Okay.
So he performed. Everybody left. My turn came. I still performed anyway.
Yeah.
Went ham.
Yeah.
You know what he said? Come here, man. I love what you did. Everybody left. You still performed, and it was hot. You want to open up for me in Ocean City, Maryland? Fun Master Fest car show? Mm-hmm. That was the beginning. From there, he called me that weekend and said, "You want to chill with KRS-One?" I said, "What I got to do?" "Get here now." I'm calling everybody. Let's go. I go to the city. Let's go. SOBs walked in. Channel Live, .X, DJ Premier. I'm walking up. People walking up. Walk with Mikey J. We get together. We in the VIP. And then KRS-One is on stage, calling everybody up to the stage. All the old school greats. Call Mikey J up. He called me. Mikey J said, "Come on, I'm on stage with KRS-One."
I remember you went to Canada. Was that part of that? Was you went to Canada for? I can't remember.
Nah, that's something different. That's something different. But anyway, so now from there, doing that stuff, open up for 35 stars. Little Kim, Foxy Brown, J. Cole Miguel, Sheik Louch, Joe Buns,
What that shit?
D's. I mean, all this goes on and on.
Keep talking,
this
nigga.
goes on and on. And then I bumped into, through that networking, I bumped into movies. Gene Roberts, Virginia Lumnicky, My Mom and Dad in Acting.
Talk that shit.
Bumped into them.
Talk
And
that
what
shit.
happened was, I did a show, and when I did that show, they were one of the judges. And I supposed to be one of the main events, but there's a lot of money up for grabs. I said, I don't want to be the main event. I want to go for the bread. So I ended up coming in second. And they pulled me to the side and said, "You should have came in first. I don't know how you came in second. But we want to work with you." I said, "Great." They called me up the next day. That weekend I came down. I'm across from Diddy house in the city, some skyrise, etc. And I'm in this house. I walk in this room. This lady has a Academy Award in the room. I ask, "What is that? Is that an Oscar?" She said, "Academy Award. Pick it up." I picked it up, held it in my hand. I started doing, all right. Go on my Facebook page. Look in my Facebook page. I'm holding my head. I was so happy. I said, "I want to act." I said, "You want to act?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I got something next week. Next week, first job. Wolf Wall Street." Wolf Wall Street. What I got to do?
Big ass movie.
What I got to do? Just sit there. I said, "Okay." Guess what?
You got paid for that?
Hell yeah. But nah. When I sat down, Leonardo DiCaprio was where you are.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese was walking back and forth. I ain't never seen DiCaprio in person. Martin Scorsese walking around. Listen, and you gonna pay me for this? Okay.
Yeah.
Next week, TV show Elementary. And every week, the following: Blue Bloods, The Blacklist, Wolf of Wall Street, Spider-Man 2, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil.
What's the joint with
Madam Secretary, Alpha House. It's 45 TV shows, 46 movies. I was on everything popping. And then I got
you was the fireman.
That's the following.
What's the dude?
Kevin
name?
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon ran through the crowd, grabbed me.
Yeah.
Word. I'm playing the fireman. But so, I ended up getting 4 other films with stars in it. Jim Jones' mom in one. I had one with Angelina from Jersey Shore's in one. Mikey J's in a couple of them. Peter Gunn's in one. So I'm actually in an independent film with stars in it. right? That's still being shot to this day.
Word.
You know what I mean? So, but then I am doing 10 plays, and so I'm doing at the end of the Y era. I ended up blowing up in the movie stuff. I was on Everything Popping at one point. Everything Popping. I was walking by on the phone doing something, something on that junk. Like I was there and getting paid for it. And so from there, I'm popping. I just stopped doing the Y thing for 13 years, where I built a resume of about 15 doggone programs that I created. I turned myself to a whole different thing. You know what I mean? Left that drug game behind, and I never looked back. So now I'm on TV, national TV. I'm around stars. I was going to New York, get picked up in Maseratis, riding around with stars. Come back home, get on the bus. Feel me? Like I was still grinding. What I did was I got down with South the Sky's Limit, Lady Rock, Steady O, Slim Goody.
Word.
You know what I mean? We grinded. I got down with my cousins from Sky's the Limit, and we was grinding every club. We was already hitting the clubs up doing shows, right? We was every club popping. Sky's the Limit. I'm telling you, we was popping back in the day. You know what I mean? Well, I also had to shut down for battle rapping. You know what I mean? So I was already doing that stuff. But then when I got to my acting thing, I was blowing up so much. I was doing auditions. I did a Nike commercial. Remember when Derek Jeter retired and everybody, all them stars in there tipping their hats? I'm in that commercial coming downstairs with a hot dog, tipping my hat to Jeter with Jordan in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. Nike and Gatorade commercial. And so then Russ calls me. D-Russ calls me, and I watch D-Russ, and D-Russ has now changed his life. It's like Al Capone turning good. Word. It's like Al Capone, like kind of what I did with the drug trafficking. I just stopped and went positive. Daryl Allen did the same thing. D-Russ did the same thing. He just stopped.
But how though?
So
he had a plan?
I can't tell his story, but as far as I can tell, part of the story is that,
Russ, nigga.
Shout out to,
I summons you, nigga.
Sleep in peace.
Gotta bring that nigga, man. He's good
nice.
niggas.
D-Nice.
Rest in peace, Nice.
But after that happened, I believe God spoke to Russ.
Word.
And some people came to his door, municipalities, whatever, and like, we're going to tear the city apart. What can we do for this not to happen? At that time, they had about 70, 80 guys, man. That was a big organization. That was no little movement. You feel me? And I was one of the dudes going for everybody sometimes, you know what I mean? But he changed his life. Like, just split. Found God. Changed his life.
Found God?
Yes. Mm-hmm. He found God. He stayed in the church. Yeah, I mean, it's real, bro. I'm trying to tell you, and take that shit to the next level. Let's go to the next level. It just is what it is.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
on the next level, motherfucker. Yeah, you gonna do all that shit without hooking this shit up, nigga.
I can only tell you.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I can only tell you the real.
Gotta bring that for you.
So Russ had his life, and now I'm doing my acting thing. I see Russ them on TV on the news and stuff, and they doing positive. I'm like, yo, I'm like proud of Russ. Like, yes, he changes, just doing
Russ went
positive. And that's hard to do. Some people don't like that because that's their money stopping. You stop their money. People don't like that. Or you just don't want to be the bad guy no more. You want to be the good guy now. People don't like that. But it ain't your life.
Word. You
got to live your own life. So they was doing great. ISB started. They were doing bereavement. People were passing. They were able to get you. People not, when you lose a 16-year-old, you don't have the money to bury a 16-year-old. So people in the inner city, we don't take out life insurance all the time.
Yeah.
Rich people, they do that. At 4, you got life insurance. I think that's kind of sketchy because you kill your 4-year-old and then you keep the money. But in the hood, we don't do that. So when a 16-year-old dies or 14-year-old dies, people had to have the money to pay for the burial. So they were connected with all the funeral homes. We're able to get your burial for free. Not only that, they be the first responders to the shooting. With the police there and console the family. Go to the hospital and help the family. And if the person did pass and you have no money, able to help you bury the person. And be there for you, do that process. That's what Daryl and them was doing in the beginning. And when they called me, they know I just stopped doing the wide thing for 13 years. I've been doing it, and my last kid's 18. And I'm like, let me get out now because I'm doing my acting thing before I get another group. Because soon they get 18, I walk in at September morning, it's 10 more in there. Yeah. I always had to flip over and never had to find no kids to this day. When they get older, 10 new kids, 15 new kids, walk right in the door. Right now, I got my latest group are 14 to 16, the oldest. I still got some of my old ones, but my latest group is like 10 of them, 12 of them. They the new ones, and I got my old ones too. But soon it comes, a whole new group just come in. And so what happened to me was Russ called me up. He was like, I was always his son's godparent anyway. You know, so he was like, yo, Jazz, you know, I want you to come to Nice Beef. And I'm like, bruh, you know, I'm doing my act thing. I just stopped doing after school programming. You know, I'm trying to take a little break for a little bit, do this acting thing. I'll come back around again and do, you know, I said, I'll create programs for you and be your program director. And I'll create some programs for you. I got great youth programs. I've been doing it for years. I got them. It's a template. Take it. Y'all good. He said, no, I want you to be the president. And I'm like, bro, hold up, bro. I see y'all on the news. I see y'all with the governor. I see y'all with the mayor. I see y'all doing all this positive, great stuff. I'm proud of you, but I ain't got time for that right now because I just stopped doing 13 years youth services, and now I'm on TV and movies. Once I get this money and stuff, I got y'all.
Hey, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids again.
Oh my
For the
God.
third time in his life.
Never.
He say fuck him, but then he always come back and he, you know what I mean? He's right there.
He
he get it
a
right.
new money scheme. Fuck them kids.
Now I want them kids. Let's go fund them kids.
So yeah, never. But the kids, I always love children. But it was crazy. My first job, one of my first jobs at a Q house, being a camp counselor, and then I got a job at Elite.
Yeah.
Now watching my brothers and sisters, I never stopped working with kids.
Yeah,
I didn't know until I got older that I was getting primed
Your whole life.
Yeah,
When you
Frankie.
said that
Your whole
comment
life.
earlier, I was getting primed for this job my whole damn life.
God bless Frankie.
God bless Frankie.
God bless Frankie.
That nigga was running around with us in the projects that day. I remember that shit to this day. Like it happened yesterday. He was, you know, we had our little clique that hung together all the time.
Yeah. I remember that,
all
nigga.
doing us.
I was like a kid on the clique.
I always have been working with children or everything, all the way up to so now he said be the president. I'm like, no, but you know, Russ is a hard guy to say no to at times, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little easy to say no to him now, but you know, before a little tough to say no to him. So I'm like, be the president. I said, okay, I tell you what, I'm a youth service guy. That's what it's called, youth services. I'm a youth service guy. I'm not a bereavement. I can't find caskets, bro. That's not what I can't do that. I can't come in your organization and focus on how I find a casket. If somebody died, find a casket. Can't do that. I create programs for kids while they're alive to be in the program. How can we save them and be there for them? So I said on the one pretense, if we come out of bereavement and go straight in youth services, we work with kids every day, all the time.
Wait, I don't know what that means. You said bereavement. What does that mean?
So bereavement is when you help families when they lose a loved one.
Oh, grieving.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Bereavement.
That's what it's called?
Yeah. So, but you helping families when they lose someone, and you help them through that process, and that's very important.
Word.
Very important. But that was my thing. My thing was kind of the pro-life of meaning how do we help these
Preventative.
kids? Yeah. How do we help the kids in the inner city now? And I've been doing this stuff for years. I know how to do it. So only way I'll be your president if I'm able to do that. What I know how to do.
You work with the kids.
That's it. That's if I do that, I'll be your president. But we got to change the whole thing. He said, go ahead. Now, he had like 20 staff, too.
Word.
He had like a bunch of staff. I know it won't take too well. I said, you sure, bro? It ain't going to take too well. It didn't take too well. Everybody left. Everybody left.
Because they say fuck them kids, too.
Everybody left. But I started 2 programs at the time. Programs I've been doing for years. I know how to do them. I know the kids are going to come. I already had kids because I was doing a little bit of after programming. I had a bunch of kids performing.
Yeah.
Little kids performing. I did a little thing at school, after school. That's what I was going to do, a little bit of, and that's it. But I expanded on that. I took that program, brought it nice to beef, and expanded on it. Right? To these 3rd grade to seniors in high school, took them to artists. Singing, dancing, rapping, acting, hosting, public speaking. Anything you can do on stage, I'm going to get you a professional. You want to rap? Here's a professional rapper. Teach you how to rap. You want to sing? Here's a voice coach, professional singer. Teach you how to sing. I just got people in the community.
No. I'm going to say this. You see the kids now do the same thing?
I still do the same program now.
If they want to record, they record here, but I want to charge them.
I was going to talk about that already. That's already was in there.
I already knew.
Already was in there already.
Gave him the thing.
Already was in there
The
already.
field house. So what is that in golf?
I got 2 studios, my nigga.
We have the Gulf Street spot. That's our building right now.
Oh, yeah, building a studio.
You know what John Daniels?
Yeah, I know it's that.
You know that building right there?
Yeah.
It's in Coastal House in the building, Gulf Street Park.
So when is it going to be done?
That's the Park and Rec building. They're still working on getting it started because COVID. But
I tell you what,
we did fight for it.
in between time though, my nigga, I'm here for you.
We coming anyway. Because this what you have here is creativity.
Yeah.
And when you come in here, it expunges creativity.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come here regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm already on it.
Alright.
But we did.
Yeah, I already knew. I already knew that shit. I was asking you a motherfucking thing. I raised you, nigga. I know your grandmother, nigga.
Yeah, I wasn't that.
Nah, but I'm
Nigga, don't let me turn a Frankie in this bitch.
But yo, I want to post something. I'm definitely down for all the kids shit. I would never charge for no kids.
Awesome.
But this is the thing, though. Saying big space, so you'll be like 2 or 3 kids at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Know what I mean? But I'm definitely. I would never charge for no kids for that shit.
We on it.
I make beats for them. I'll write for them. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I was already. That's why I said I'm gonna help you put together your radio station.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna talk to you about that.
Oh yeah. Give and take. But you have to give me nothing though. What I'm saying.
Awesome.
But I'm all for it because I want to do something too. Now I gotta fuck this
Right,
shit.
well, you got a lot of skills. You can teach kids too. But check it out. So when I
it's a vending machine down there. What you call it? But
so
down there. But yo, it's hold on. I had 2 fucking.
Hot ass soda over there.
it's Gatorade.
Gatorade. Yeah, Gatorade. That's 2 Gatorades.
Anyway.
Like killed the Gatorade.
Hot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Give me a water or something.
So then,
Yo, the vending machine on the 2nd floor. So keep the back door cracked though. Want my key?
What you want, y'all?
Keep going, nigga. Go in your pocket, motherfucker.
I take a soda. I take a soda.
Yeah, don't go in your pocket.
Coke, Pepsi, anything like that.
Probably stole my money.
Gatorade.
Yeah, anything. So give me some card. I take a water if you got it in the vending machine. But I don't know. Yo, see me in that drawer right there. Look at the drawer. 600 door. Yeah, anything. 2nd floor. 600 door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So now Russ said, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
He said, "Go ahead." So I said, "All right, I am going to change this up then."
Yeah.
And I said, I went and brought my programs back that I was doing at the Y for years.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran so many programs, and I just brought them right back up. And kids just came. Soon I opened the program.
Kids love that shit.
Kids came into performing arts. We also had a program called Youth from Government, where there's 230 high school kids take over the Capitol every year.
Yeah.
They debate legislation. We have the New Haven delegation. I take about 20 kids to the Capitol every year, and they debate. They sit in the House and the Senate, and they're also in the governor's office. And we have a youth lieutenant governor and a youth lieutenant governor, a youth governor, and
I'm gonna get down with that shit. I'll volunteer. I'll volunteer for that shit.
Definitely. But I'll put you in the music business. You know what I mean? So,
the music part. Yeah.
I'm already thinking about it. So, so what happened was now we created these 2 programs, and they took off flying. They took off the first year. They took off flying. We had 30, 40 kids in the programs.
No, I ain't not do it.
30 to 50 kids in the programs off rent.
Yeah. Now that's a good thing you're doing with these kids, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got hit it. You got hit it. The top. You hit it? You know what I'm saying? So it's blank? It ain't come on yet? Yeah, I ain't gonna hit up. One time. It's on there? Is it dead too? No, it's not. But I'll fix it. Just come talk. I'm gonna handle it. Let's see. Let's talk your shit.
So now I get so those 2 programs just launched off great. You know, we had 30 to 50 kids going, and on a regular basis coming into the program, and you know what we did was not only are we working with you on a program, but what you need in the morning. You got food in the house. You need to get to school. You got no clothes. You need books, pencils. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why you outside drunk? We're coming to get you. You know, we just became the parent, period. We became, if you had a daddy or a mama, didn't even matter. We were going to become a parent, and we were going to make sure that we were going to be there for you no matter what. And we stuck by you. Whether you fell or you know, whatever you did, we just made sure we was there for you. And we became your family. And, you know, and that grew what I used to be. Now, we also are, you know, our organization is focused on gun violence, anti-gun violence. So we wanted to make sure that we expunge on that. You know, not just when someone dies. How do we stop it? How do we curb it? How do we try to negate some of it? You know, and so we realized that there's so many things that cause gun violence. When you sit down and you put it on paper, like the things that cause gun violence, it's so many. It's opioid addiction, it's domestic violence, it's poverty, it's lack of jobs, lack of hope, lack of self-care. Just all these different kind of problems that plague the inner city are extensions of someone picking up a gun and killing somebody. How do we stop all of that? And there's truly no way to stop all of that, but we can hone in on each of these pieces and start to chip at each piece, right? But I figured out the only way to stop gun violence, truly. I figured out the only way to stop racism. I figured out the only way to stop poverty. I figured out the only way to stop these issues that plague us in America. And the only way is you have to instill in the youth. You have to build up the youth. When we were little, we talked earlier about how we went to school and we didn't care and people were dropping out, but it was commercials. Don't be a dropout. Don't be a dropout. They play it all the time. We don't see those these days. You know why?
I'm a fucking idiot. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Because kids are graduating way more in the 80s and the 90s. Kids are graduating, going to higher education, or getting jobs, or going to the military, wherever they're going, but they're getting out of high school. So we don't need those commercials anymore. What does that tell us? If we teach the younger generation that being racist is wrong, that we all are equal, that we all love each other, that we all are people, just human beings. Nothing's different about us. We are all one person. If people, remember, being a racist is a learned ability. That's something you learn.
Definitely is.
You learned that from somewhere. What made you think I was different? Something you learned in your house or somewhere. So, by teaching the younger generation that how you treat a female or how you treat your mate with positivity, with love, and then you don't have domestic violence
starting
situations.
childhood. So we got to get the kids young.
Exactly.
get it.
So how do we change poverty? Right? Well, we got to teach the younger generation that everyone should be able to have food on the table.
Well, don't change poverty. So to change poverty, you got to change the wealth gap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. How do you do that?
And change the wealth gap. You got to give reparations to the black people.
So watch this.
Go ahead.
But who gonna get that? Ain't gonna be us, elders.
It's got to be the youth who get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got to keep putting this out there to the point where we're teaching these youth that maybe they do deserve reparations. 50 years from now.
I agree.
Or maybe they do. Maybe there is a problem with poverty in those neighborhoods. How do we fix that? The younger generation got to fix that.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with that 100%.
We sow those seeds into the head that this is not supposed to be like this. When somebody gets shot on your block and everybody like it's normal, Johnny got shot, it's all good, put the candles down, that's it, we walk by it every day, or the family that had nothing to do with the murder or didn't know the person, and they still got to walk by it. It's all this trauma, right? But we normalized it. We normalized the racism. We normalized having poverty, living in poverty, and thinking it's great. We normalized people getting shot in our neighborhoods. This is all things that we normalized. But when do we unnormalize it? When is it wrong? When is something wrong with a police beating us down? Oh, it is now, because we marching against it, right? Oh, it is now. So now people are starting to feel like it's wrong that the cops are beating up. Well, you know why? Because it's on camera now.
Yeah. It always been on camera, though.
But not in the 80s. Not in the 70s all the time. You know, some of it was. But, I mean, now, you can't.
It's every day now. Now it's every day.
Yeah, but it's the younger generation out there. Ain't the 60,
you gotta
70,
invest in
70
youth.
years old out there marching.
We got to invest in youth. I'm with you 100%.
The 40s out there, but
My
it's
nigga,
the
I'm with
younger
you.
kids out there. So as we take all these issues, right?
Yeah.
And instill, what we do in our programs is we try to teach the kids that you have a voice, first thing.
Yeah.
And your decision matter. If you pick up this gun, that you made a decision.
I agree. I'm
You kill
behind
somebody,
you 100%.
You got to deal with that decision. You made it. But it's the other part of that decision. You could do something positive with your life.
Yeah.
You could go to be great. You could just be nice. You could, you could forgive somebody. These kind of
You can
things.
think it through, and it's not really that important. It's not really that serious. You think about it. A lot of times, the shit people die for it be so minute and so stupid. It has no place in the mind as an option anyway, because it's so dumb. It should, the last resort should be a gun, not the fucking first. And the problem is, a lot of niggas is we're not thinkers. We ain't taught to think. We taught to be emotional. That's a single parent thing. See, we have to not to be sexist or not to be. I'm gonna say this is my opinion. I'm gonna say something. I think men are more logical, and we got stable men and good role models. You're more logical. When you raise them with a single parent and around other females, you're more emotional. Women are emotional, and I could be wrong, but this is my theories. I ain't gonna say this is a fact. I know for a fact that a lot of dudes I grew up with who grew up with just mothers and they have fathers are very, very emotional. They shoot a nigga and they'll cry, or they'll beat a nigga up and they'll cry, or they just whine, or they just do feminine shit because it's like a feminine energy that was raised around. Dudes who been around good fathers, not just fathers, because a father ain't a good father. You be a fucked up father too. You be a fucked up nigga. But so we promote. When I say father, I'm saying good father, like the one you had, the one I had. I'm saying so mine's kind of ignorant, but I had a good father still. He had good morals. He had good principles. So we're not teaching men. We're not teaching kids how to be men. We're teaching kids how to be grown women and ratchet women instead of being good role models as yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that by saying you need help. You need other people. You know what I'm saying? You need other good men. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the best man, but I'm behind you, my nigga. And I usually lead. I'm a good leader, but I will follow a good leader myself, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no pride, nigga. I will volunteer. I'll do free time. I will never want no money from this shit, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna chop it up, but what we do here is we are encouragers. Right?
Yeah, I'm 100% with that.
We encouragers and we builders.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we build another man up so he can build somebody else up. Right? So in the day, like I was saying though.
That's what this podcast is about.
Like I was saying though, when you teach that younger generation that their voice matters and their decisions really matter to the point where if you teach them that their decisions matter to the point where it could kill somebody, when you teach them the decisions matter to the point where it could change their life, when you teach them the decisions matter your decision is so important. Yeah. Of being in school or whatever it is, that one decision could. The person that is on drugs, outside, acting for change or etc. They were 12 before. They were in middle school before. They were in elementary. So what happened in their life? Some of them are bad decisions. Some of them things you couldn't. Some of them mental health. Some of them things you can't control. But when you do have an opportunity to make a decision, you got to make the best of that decision.
That's a fact.
These decisions count.
That's a fact.
So this is what we start teaching the kids, that these choices you're making every day just to go to class or just to get up in the morning and go to school or just to be respectful to your teacher or your mother or your father, whatever. These points help you to become what you're going to be in the future.
I agree.
So at all our programs, we got 5-6 programs going on right now, right? In all our programs, we instill those in there. We have a women's program called Girls on Fire. Yeah. Girls do their own thing. I get to stay out of that one because it's a girl thing. We got a men's program called Knights of Justice, right? Why is that? Why we call it Knights of Justice? Because they're a knight. What's a knight? Oh, a knight is a warrior, right? A knight is a warrior. He fire. He ready to be king. Yeah. But when ain't no war, what is he?
He's a civilian.
He's a noble. He's a gentleman.
Oh,
the knight is always the gentleman. Always. So you could be a gentleman and still be a warrior.
I got you.
Feel me? So that's what that program does. We have a youth and government program.
That's for grown men.
That's for high school boys.
I got you.
But I have grown men like yourself who can come in and you sit with the young men and we drop jewels on them.
I'm all
and
for
they
it.
ask questions and back and forth.
I'm all for it.
Then we have a program called Youth and Government. Youth and Government program, it deals with politics and government. You gotta know law. You gotta know the government. You gotta know politics. Yeah. You gotta know how do you make change happen on a higher level.
I'm all for it.
And then we have our stage art program where we do right now. We're doing a Romeo and Juliet play, authentic Romeo and Juliet, authentic play with MC Shakespeare Company. Yeah, authentic. It's gonna be in the hood, right in the hood. We're gonna do it right in Gulf Street Park.
Nigga, put me in, my nigga.
I'm trying to get one downtown in the Green. Hopefully,
put me in.
But these things that we are doing, right? And then we have marches against gun violence. Marches against domestic violence, marches against opioid crisis. Yeah. You come, you march, and and the point is, some of these communities, when you come down that street, and there've been 10 shootings in the neighborhood, and 100 people come down the street, people come to their doors cheering. They come out like, "Yo, thank you for saying something," because soon as a police kill us, it's 1,000 niggas outside.
So we need that same energy for
We have to. We have to have the same energy because it's not right. Racism is not right. Police brutality is not right. Killing each other, it's not right either.
It's not right.
So we have to have that same energy against opioids, against drug abuse. We have to have that same energy against gun violence, against domestic. We have that same energy to make change happen. And that's the main point.
I take the water.
That's the main point right there. You got to have. We do a lot of things. We don't just do one thing. We do a lot of things. We've done marches for jobs and rallies for jobs, right? For youth jobs and adult jobs. Why? If you ain't got no job in the neighborhood and you broke, you gonna figure it out.
Yo, pull us into them shits.
I got you.
And fuck that nigga. I'm bringing that nigga with me.
I got you.
What?
I got you.
All this good shit he doing,
I
nigga.
got you.
We gonna volunteer,
I've
nigga.
been telling all these niggas that, man.
I'm
Y'all gotta
volunteering you,
come
nigga. I suck the shit out you.
and do this positive. Ice beef. Let's get it. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm all for it.
Tell you.
You gotta come.
And the thing is,
All right, nigga.
right? And the thing
If you gonna
is,
pay me or I'm gonna leg your ass, or you gonna come to this, nigga. I give you 3 options, nigga.
and the thing is, right? You know, every day, once you get this purpose in your heart, and once you figure out what it is, every day you gotta wake up and try to figure out how to continue to make the change happen. What I was saying was, we fought for jobs against Yale with New Haven Rising and the unions, right? Because people was living on Sylvan Avenue, Howard Avenue. You can't get a job at Yale. It's right there.
Yeah.
They're not hiring New Haven residents.
Yeah.
They are now, right? But it was a time when you could your name on Winchester Avenue on your application, you can't get a job. But all this traffic coming to New Haven, why? Because they come out of town, get out a $20 an hour job. While we gotta go work at jobs that ain't paying $12 an hour, right? It ain't right. So we part of that fight. We helped get those 1,000 jobs that came into New Haven. 500 was from around New Haven, and then 500 was from what we call neighborhoods in need. What I call it, the hood. We had to give 500 people from the hood jobs at Yale. And then they expunged on that.
I need to be part of this shit.
And then they expunged on that, right? With this fight kept going, they started programs at Gateway so people can get jobs. They hire more people in New Haven at 20. No, you can't just hire me for $10 an hour. Don't hire me for part-time and then, no, $20 an hour, full-time, medical benefits. We need hope in the neighborhood.
We need this shit nationwide.
Right? And so this is what
This is seed, though. This is a good seed.
This is what I'm talking about.
And nigga, I need it in.
So I got you, but this is what we have done. And then like even for the Q house, right? Try it, Q house. Yeah. How they gonna build a Q house and don't hire nobody from New Haven to build it?
Nigga, I need this.
How you don't hire?
Yo, this is what I need, nigga.
We did a whole rally.
I'm turning this
right?
shit up.
We did a whole rally, and guess what? They started hiring contractors from New Haven.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But because a community came together and
doing.
said, no, we're not going to allow all these people from out of town to come in and take our jobs.
From the suburbs.
Because when we ain't got no jobs in the neighborhoods, we got to figure it out. When we figuring it out, it's going to come to guns and drugs. That's the fastest money.
Because they lock us out of everything. They lock us out of wealth, opportunities, and what y'all doing is y'all unlocking doors for niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's a threshold and a key that locks us out of wealth and everything else. So, my nigga, I am so for these programs, my nigga. Like, yo, I'm for. Listen. As lately, I found my passion in music. I found my passion doing what I do every day. But I'm so pro Black American, like. Not African. I'm not pro Latino or none of that. I'm just pro us, my nigga, and that's for us. Nigga, I give them 100%. I don't want to take a dollar from that shit, my nigga. Listen.
But let me tell you what
Put
we
me
did,
in,
though.
nigga.
Let me tell you what we did though.
Fuck that shit.
With those jobs that we fought for, right? And then they started hiring our contractors. Now the Q house is almost built, and when you go by there, at one point you wouldn't see no Black people or
I ain't know it was
out
down.
there. And then all of a sudden you started seeing people out there. That's because we were part of that fight. It wasn't just us by ourselves. But it's community coming together to make that
ain't
happen.
part of that, yo.
We also had marches and rallies for voter suppression. Right?
Damn, my man ain't part of this.
We had 61 people in Fairhaven who didn't ever vote before. It's time to vote. Now let me tell you what else we did. We realized something else too.
What's that?
We were not affecting the Latin community enough. So what my Latin kids in my program did, they made a new group. Ice the Beef Youth Latino Caucus.
I'm sick of Latinos,
Right?
man. Fuck that.
And they focus, listen, the Latinos is black.
They ain't black.
Go history.
Nigga, they ain't black, man.
They African.
No, they're not.
African.
They're European.
No, they ain't.
And
They
they
African.
They're not
Research
black.
history.
Yo, no.
So,
Hold on,
it
wait.
don't even matter. They're people.
But hold on, but they ain't our people though. Like, how can I tell we do something? We gotta bring niggas in.
See, so Ice
Nah,
the
fuck
Beef,
that.
right? Ice the Beef, right?
Yeah.
Is icing the beef. Any kind of beef. All beef. No matter what it is. Ain't about black.
It's about black. You gotta bring no
ain't
black.
about green.
It gotta be black.
Ain't about yellow. It's about
Why we gotta bring them niggas in?
Because we gotta, it's white people in the hood too.
No, but fuck that.
It's
They
green
got
people
their
in the
own
hood, too.
They got their own things.
No, they don't.
They don't include us in they shit, my
So
nigga.
we're at Fairhaven on Ferry Street.
It's not for us to figure out. They figure their own shit out.
We have
So every
to
time we
figure
march,
out.
every time we get rights, we gotta bring them into our shit
That's
too.
what we do in Ice the Beef. And
Yeah,
Ice the Beef,
that's the program. Yeah,
and
you're
Ice
right.
the
I
Beef,
can't.
what
I'm
we
tripping.
do is, it has to be icing all the beef, right? It don't matter what it is. All people, girl, boy, I don't care what you is, non-binary, don't matter to me. It doesn't matter. The point is, you're a human being, and you should have a right to become something great in your life.
I got what you're saying.
And we're going to be there for you no matter what.
I'm just saying, when they do shit, they do Latin shit only, and they don't include no black. Every time they got Latin something, my nigga, or Latin rights or Caribbean shit, they don't involve black Americans, my nigga. They always get benefits from our shit we march for, we die for, we protest for, but they would never give them.
That's why we are not Black Ice the Beef. That's why we are Ice the Beef. So when we would have entities that normally would not do nothing together. You have.
I got you. It's Ice the Beef.
So no matter what it is, you can be beefing with the people across town, and you never.
Once again,
we put
other ethnicities is benefiting from the shit the work we put in. I hate that shit, yo.
But listen, you have to get rid of that. Why? Because it's
ain't got us nowhere.
But on the end, go ahead, say it.
Now get on the microphone. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. I'm just saying this. Every time we march for civil rights, every time we did anything.
We come from a race in this country that has been historically excluded from all good shit.
Yeah.
So your mentality is making you the oppressor. How we have our oppressors?
No. I'm not making you an oppressor. No. Can I explain what I'm trying to do? I'm not trying to, because I respect what you do, my nigga. Like I'm 100% with you. And even though I don't agree with that small thing, my whole thing is this: during the civil rights, right? During Jim Crow, right? We was getting killed. We was getting hung. We was marching. We was on the road. It was some Hispanic. It was some white with us, right? I'm just saying, when we go marching and doing the sacrificing, we doing the hard work, and they come in. Now all the white women get motherfucking affirmative action. Latinos getting all the scholarships to HBCUs. Like, my nigga, we can have nothing for ourselves, my nigga. I'm not saying they don't deserve something, but they don't deserve something on our dime and our hard work. The shit we work for don't. But you
have the same mentality that the persons have.
But hold on, but Native Americans do shit for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jewish do shit for them.
Okay, so I mean, we're not gonna say that you're wrong in what you're saying.
Because I'm literally not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Because everybody does that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
But blacks don't.
Here's the thing. We do. We have our own black parades. We have our own, we do. Everybody has their own things. But here's the thing.
Okay.
That's the problem.
That's not the problem.
It is, because
the problem is including everybody.
Well, we have separated everything. And when we separate everything, then we're all just fucking human. That's it. If we were all just, like, there's some countries where everybody's just human. They ain't black, they ain't white, they ain't
Respectfully, my nigga, I'm gonna ask you a question. Mm-hmm. So if we get reparations, should we include Latinos in the reparations?
Well, that's something different. Because if you're talking about getting reparations for slavery.
No. For slavery is one thing.
Reparations for slavery.
No. That's only one thing. No. For slavery, for redlining, for discrimination, for systematically oppressing us.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of things.
Latinos been systematically oppressed.
No, this ain't the country though. Whoa. Let's just be clear now. They have countries to go to. This is our country.
Now, if you're born in America.
Hear me out, my nigga.
I'm listening.
They're an immigrant class, and they came here strictly by option. We have no option.
Not every one of them, though.
No. That's one of them born here, but their parents who came here for better things, and we have to share our benefits and shit we work for.
Some of those parents died; they're gone a long time ago. Now you're born in America. What you gonna do?
So
you can go to Puerto Rico, but you're really from there.
I'm asking a different question. To close, so you know what's the wealth gap? You know why somebody your age, somebody white your age can be worth less than you, but in a few years they have 10 times more than you. You know why that would happen?
Why? Okay.
Because of generational wealth. When their parents die and their grandparents die, they can inherit everything. They can be a dope fiend, a crackhead right now and have less than you, but do generational wealth, which hold on, I'm not done. Okay. Your grandparents was left out of the GI Bill. Your grandparents was left out of certain communities to have in certain houses to buy to accumulate wealth in what's that shit? Equity on homes and shit, my nigga. We was giving the projects, we was giving the suburbs, my nigga. Like, we have a different plight, my nigga. And our community is more fucking, we're at the bottom of everything. We make the less. We die the most. Everything affects us the most. We're at the bottom of everything, my nigga.
But the point is,
you have to focus on us one time.
But how does it change? Listen,
I'm gonna tell you how it
think
changed.
We ever are going to, without the whole mass of the world changing, the perspective of that separation, do you think we're ever going to catch
No,
up?
no, I'm not taking that from you. I get what you're saying, but you think too far ahead. So it steps and process to everything. Mm-hmm. So if all the houses is broke down, right? You have to build your house first. Then help somebody else build their house. You can't give your resources that you have for your house to give to somebody else to build their house, because no house is going to get built. We have to focus on. Does that make no sense?
Why not build a house together? See, this is where we go wrong sometimes. See, people come to this country, right? And you'll find Asian Americans, it'd be 6, 7 people in the house, and they pay their rent together. And they all got jobs, and they pay their rent together, and they get their cars, and etc. And then they go get their own apartments, right?
That's not right.
Latino
Mexican. No, only Mexicans do that.
No, Asians do that. But
where they come from?
We don't do that all the time. But what I'm saying
is, why we don't do that? Because we so worried about helping them do they build their shit. We so worried about buying from them.
We more worried about we beat each other up.
Okay, right? My nigga. So now we're gonna do a whole different kind of conversation.
No, I'm staying with it. I'm saying this.
Nah, but I want to focus on something. I'm gonna put it across.
I'm still there.
Come on.
What I'm saying is the overall mentality change if we change everybody. No, it can't just be.
I understand that.
Focus on individuals.
I understand that one day, but today we should focus on blacks first, because everyone has this shit together.
You can't focus on just today.
Hold on.
You gotta plan 6 months in advance. Okay, about this. How's this?
No.
When you was trapping, were you just planning for this one day, or were you planning for I'm gonna make it the next week and next month?
All analogies don't apply to all things.
That one do.
It doesn't.
It does.
Because I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't. So when you trap, you have a starting point at the bottom. Get a gram, get an 8 ball, get a 20, get a dub. Now you have Latinos who supply the shit, most of them. And you have blacks who buy the shit. We not starting at the same starting lines. Some have advantages, some have disadvantages. Now, if you look at all the numbers politically, as far as wealth goes, you'll see that different groups amongst the blacks have different wealth percentages. Like black Americans are at the bottom. You have Nigerians at the top. You have different groups. You have Indians at the top. They are the CEOs. They are of CEOs of tech companies and shit. They come here. See, they come in our country. These are the bottom immigrants besides Mexicans. These are the top class educated people who come in here with advantages we don't have. They come here already educated. They come here already getting loans that we don't get.
Not Native Americans, Indians from like India.
No, we are the Native Americans technically.
I know, you're talking about like Indian.
Like from India, but we are the Native Americans, man. We're not just Africans. We're not slaves. Tell me your grandmother didn't tell you was part Indian. You ever heard that before? No. Well, my family. I was
always African.
I mean, my family. Everybody else, I don't know.
Good hair going on.
We got a good hair. But what I'm saying to you is, though, my nigga, I'm all for everybody getting their own, and I'm all for peace amongst everybody else. But I'm more focused on us, because the Jews focused on them. The Puerto Ricans focused on them. We the only group that fights for everybody. Martin Luther King is the only guy to fight for everybody's rights. There's no Hispanic Martin Luther King. There is no Jewish Martin Luther King. It's always us, and we always we suffer the most.
I don't know.
So, I mean,
Jesus
don't exist. Jesus don't exist
for everybody.
He don't exist. No.
The Gentiles included.
And I'm proving you wrong. No, see that now you're being ignorant because
no, I'm not being ignorant.
No.
As a Jew,
I'm gonna tell you how. See, you talking about Paulinian Jesus. You're not talking about Jesus in his own scripture, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. He didn't preach to Gentiles. He kind of
no. I say preached to him. I said he included them.
He did not include Gentiles, my nigga. Don't go on Mark, Matthew. No, that's Paul. That's Romans. That's Acts. That's all that.
Jesus included
Paul did that, my nigga. Nigga, Paul included the Gentiles. Paul was the one.
Okay, so who's Paul? Who was Paul getting teachings from?
Paul made this shit up in his fucking mind. Paul never knew Jesus. Hold on, Jesus was dead years before Paul never met Jesus.
More than one Paul.
No, Paul Saul, that one. The one who fell off the horse, who was blind, who went to Damascus and got his vision back.
Saw Jesus?
He never saw Jesus. He made that shit up.
When he walked in and he fell off the horse?
He never seen. He made that all shit. He made all that shit. Have you read? I read the Bible. No. I'm giving you a point.
Okay,
I read the Bible. Like I know that shit.
Okay.
What I'm telling you is though, Jesus ain't come to save everybody, but he came to save his people, my nigga. And not everybody. He came to save people at his time. Nigga, I'm there at the Bible, my nigga.
Okay.
You're not. You can't fuck with me, my nigga.
I don't believe that, brother.
He did it for anybody who's a
Listen, it didn't matter. Don't matter.
Google right now since you're off camera. Did Jesus came to sin all sinners?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Exclude the poor.
But here's the main thing, though. How long do we continue that? Now, just because, forget right now.
I can tell you when.
Forget right now at 10 o'clock, whatever the hell.
No, I can tell you when.
To think about, you know what I think about?
Go ahead.
My 9-year-old.
Yeah.
How is his world going to be left when he gets 30? I think about that.
It's going to be the same.
All these. Now, if I got something to do with it, right? Something's going to change. You know why?
No, I agree with you though. You do the right thing.
It took people like King, who died for this. It took certain people. Kennedy got killed for this too. It took certain people that stick their neck out there, to make a certain change happen. Kennedy didn't have to stop segregation when he did, because those kids, who was marching them that time?
He never stopped segregation.
Listen now, but you know who stopped it? The children stopped it. Watch the children's march. That wasn't grown-ups out there getting sprayed with water.
Those
that
were
was
teens.
Little kids.
No, those were little kids.
They were
Those
younger.
teens.
They were even younger than that.
Yo, my nigga.
5, 6 years old.
Are you pro
was
King?
getting locked up.
So you pro King?
What do you mean by that? How are you not pro King?
Because I'm gonna tell you how I'm not pro King.
Martin Luther King?
I'm not pro Martin Luther King. I'm pro Malcolm X. So Martin Luther King.
Ain't that much different?
But I'm gonna tell you the difference though, because I want you to know the difference. Mm-hmm. So Martin Luther King, he kind of he kind of took the Jesus route. That the Paulinian Jesus route. We die for everybody and everybody's sins, yada yada. Everybody can be created. So he wanted equality. He died for equality. What he did was he didn't segregate nothing, because it's still segregated to this day. It's still all white towns. It's still sundown towns. It's still all white communities to this day. It's still more blacks in the projects. So it's really not segregated right now. What he did was he made it so that blacks could patronize white-owned businesses and date white women, and that led to the death of black economics. Check it out. Think about you go to Walmart. Think about what's on them shelves. I bet you can't name 2 things in each row that's black owned on each shelf. I bet you can't go on a post row and name a black business, my nigga.
Okay, so who you blame for that?
Martin Luther King.
You blame Martin Luther King for that?
Yes.
You out your damn mind.
No, I'm gonna tell you how.
You blame Jim Crow for that.
No.
You can't blame King for that.
No, you just said no black business in the post row.
Nigga, it's not like a McDonald's. I'm talking about like name brand shit, like franchising. No independent ass, struggling ass business. I'm talking like a McDonald's, a Walmart.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, hey, here's something.
Let me ask you a question.
Hey, I fucked up. You hear yourself?
Yeah, give me some.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Good talk.
How long do we keep that mentality?
What mentality?
Oprah Winfrey got how much money? Jay-Z got how much money? Puffy got how much money? How many millionaire African Americans are there in the world who got millions upon millions? Put all the money together. They got billions and billions and billions of dollars.
No.
Oh, now my turn.
Ahead,
and we still ain't got a black McDonald's.
We don't.
But who fault is that?
Martin Luther King.
No, it ain't, man. That's Jay-Z them fault. If you got millions upon millions, if they come together and make a coalition of the richest black people, that's billions and billions of dollars. Well, guess what? You know what? What we can do? They'll come together real quick.
Wait, stop.
Yeah, niggas ignorant.
Who runs McDonald's?
Huh?
Who runs McDonald's?
I don't know.
The corporation itself, the money.
A white corporation.
Who runs it?
A white corporation.
Who runs it?
I don't know the name. I ain't thinking to it. I know who created it.
Who's the top person on McDonald's?
Who is it?
A black man.
What's his name? Is he Black American?
Yes.
What's his name? But what I'm saying to Chaz is though, to you is though, we have billions of dollars together as a black community. Okay. Well, we don't have trillions.
Now, as a black community, as some black people who have all as some black people,
but not trillions.
I can't say you probably do got trillions.
No.
All the black men together.
Hey yo, go right now into the fucking Federal Reserve and go to the motherfucking the wealth gap.
Bro, you don't even need trillions.
That's what I'm telling you.
You need a couple million.
See, you know what you finna realize? See, you're a smart dude, but your economic sense is kind of old.
How much Oprah made last year?
Give me
the number.
Nah, see, you missing it.
Give me the number. Watch this.
It don't matter how much she made. Who paid her? Who gave her the money?
She got her own TV show.
Who gave her the money?
She got her own money. She got her own channel.
My nigga, who gave her the money?
Can you Google that for me?
McDonald's CEO says the chain has probably created more black millionaires than any other corporation.
No, not black Americans.
Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up now.
Yo, they call Jamaicans black. They call everything black.
Watch this. If you take our
he's talking about millions.
JB, Jay-Z, Oprah, who else got that money? Give me some more big stars. They got millions upon millions upon millions. If we take some of these super
This nigga's
wealthy
crazy.
African Americans and put them together, right?
Yeah.
If a brother like Nipsey Hussle could buy a block and start building up his block,
This nigga buggy.
right? Why we can't take 20, 30 multi-millionaire stars
Hey.
and put some money together and start going neighborhood to neighborhood?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a fact. Nipsey Hussle didn't buy shit. He had a loan and he was paying to own. That's not buying.
And that's even worse.
He didn't buy. Nipsey Hussle didn't buy shit.
Okay, that's even worse. But he still, without having Oprah money,
I'm gonna tell you the difference.
Jay-Z money.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. It's not about having millions and billions. Hold on.
It's about a decision to make. Because
No,
by yourself, you save your neighborhood.
it's about two things. It's about having trillions, and it's about having the power and thresholds to drown people out and let people win. See, for the rest, we have the control to drown people out and let people win. Whites have that. See, you don't worry about millions. It's families, it's white families that own trillions of dollars. It's one man. Listen, it's people. People, Bill Gates alone probably have more than all the black people combined.
So what?
We have
very rich black people who could help neighborhoods.
But that's what I'm telling you.
If I had $100 million,
You don't have control.
If I hit the Powerball tomorrow,
You better realize.
a Mega Million tomorrow, and I get that $400 million, whatever it is.
You still have no power.
Listen, what?
You have no power to build.
Oh, listen, brother. Listen, I'm a smart man. If I got that money, you know what I would do?
You're smart, but you're not being smart right now.
You know what I would do?
It's not about what you do. You're
know what
still
I do?
limited.
You know what I do? No, I would be limited. No, what
What you do?
Firstly, right?
Crazy.
You guys, I first think of a way. How do we build jobs in our own neighborhood? Firstly, right? Now,
It's not about building jobs.
let's start building jobs. Start building entrepreneurs. Let's start building. How do we start investing into Mandy Management? Done bought up everything in New Haven. Yale buying everything in New Haven. Thank God, Eric Clemens, I think his last name is. He bought. I believe he bought the across from the Q House, that plot, that whole center, and then he bought the Elks, I believe. He's gonna build it up. Instead of tearing it down, he's supposed to be building this plaza back up to make it a great plaza. That's great, but we need to be doing things like that. We need to start taking these people this money.
I hear
and
ideology.
investing in our own neighborhood.
Hold on, but I hear your ideology.
Stop worrying about somebody what they got.
Hold on.
If we got it, let's go do it.
When people control banks, when people control
I'm talking about people that got more money than the bank.
But see, it's not just about money. Money is just a tool. It's about control. It's about people.
It's about decisions.
Nah, it's all the money. If you singly had all the money that Black America have, you still have no control.
How not?
Because you don't control the laws. You don't control the people who don't control the laws and who print the money.
If I got that bread,
they'll kill you.
I ain't gotta ask. Of course.
But what I'm saying.
Before that, we wasn't there yet.
Hold on. But it's more than just bread. It's not. Money's not. See, people. That's why people.
I know it's not.
No. Black people think they get money. They can do anything.
It's
No.
Decision.
No.
To make the help.
No, it's not about money. It's about power. Because you have no money. He have all the money in the world, right? I have a gun. I have more power than him. Cause I can kill that motherfucker and take what he got. It's not about money. It's about power and control.
Well, that's not about power. That was a fucking decision you made. It wasn't about power. That gun didn't give you power. You made it a fucking decision to kill that man. That was a decision you made. But you think it's power.
No.
It wasn't power. That was a decision.
Sonny Chi.
It's called free will.
Sonny Chi.
So maybe it is a power. But that was a decision you made.
My nigga.
That's what we teach kids.
The reason why white people have so much power and control because they have all the guns and technology to kill anybody. That's the only reason. That's the difference. Blacks and whites, it's not about money. It's about they have control. They can tap any phone here anytime. Mm-hmm. They own your house already. You pay your mortgage, they still own your house. You own your house, you pay taxes. Mm-hmm. So it's about control. Mm-hmm. We need to control everything we do. We need to control a Federal Reserve. It's not about having money. Because money can run out and they can inflate money.
No, we do it. Africa. Go to Africa.
Africa is colonized. No.
Some places control their own stuff.
Nah, see, you're being ignorant again.
I'm being honest.
No, you're being ignorant.
I'm being honest. There are black nations that got their own Federal Reserve in Africa. Black countries, there's not. Nowhere in Africa.
There's no Federal Reserve in Africa.
But you may call it Federal Reserve, they call it someone else.
You mean central banking? Central banking?
Whatever you want to call it.
Name the country then, Chaz.
Let me see. There got to be some countries in Africa.
So you don't know.
I don't need to know. Hold on. Black countries in Africa.
And who they get Gaddafi, and it's over now.
Libya was one.
And they killed Gaddafi, my nigga. It's over. So what I'm telling you, Sonny Chi. No, my nigga, hold on. You're intelligent. I'm intelligent. Some things you know, some things I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm into, my nigga. your ideology is correct. Like Kings was correct to him and to certain people who believe in that shit. But some people, like economists, who know that he was wrong. Like, see, certain things we can ask for. We ask for the wrong things. We should ask for jobs. We should ask for control of our land and our resources, create our own jobs and our own. We have no. What's that word called? We have no industry.
Don't control her land.
She doesn't. She's
how much control does she have?
Let me tell. I'm asking. No, I'm not going to walk around the question. I'm gonna give. What do you think Oprah do for a living?
Make money.
No. Let's be serious.
Make money.
What does Oprah provide?
What do you mean?
What does she provide?
Entertainment.
Oprah provides coon shit. She pacifies black, but she's done now because we now us young people, we don't fuck Oprah no more. She had her own.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
Oprah has no control.
Had Oprah's money, but what's to do the positive thing?
Oprah is a puppet. She gets paid by white people. She's controlled. Oprah is compromised, my nigga.
Take the name out your head. Ain't the name.
Nah,
my point was, there's so many black millionaires
and
multi-millionaires. If they came together,
they don't mean nothing.
Man, listen, man.
Because
that's why they keep their money in their pocket.
Okay. So I'm gonna put the
same thing.
I'm putting layman's terms. No. I'm putting layman's terms. So let's say white race and black race now. Let's say we have armies based on our money. We're only worth 300 something. Guys, Google how much black Americans is worth together, totality. It's only 300 billion together.
I thought you said we wasn't close to no billions.
No, I said together. Together is 300 billion. White people, our white people as a class has like 170 trillion. 100 something trillion. Since you put in a class of billions amongst trillions. Mm-hmm. Think about the armies now. Think about what?
White people also make up probably 60% of the country.
Not Anglo-Saxons though. They include Hispanics. They include Arabs. They include North Africans. They include Latinos. No, they're minorities in real life, but you don't understand that. You don't understand that yet. But you got to do more research. Latinos are white. That's what I'm saying. 70% of Puerto Ricans. 70% of Puerto Ricans are considered white. Huh?
No.
They are white.
No, I don't think so.
Arabs are white. See,
Spaniards, not Puerto Ricans.
No, I mean Puerto Rican. No, I'm talking about U.S. census. They're considered white in the U.S. census. You don't gotta agree. It's a census. You could Google it. You can look it up. It's look it up.
No.
My
nigga, count it from Latin America.
No, Latins are considered white in America, my nigga. North Africans are consired white in America, my nigga. Indians are considered white in America. You don't know this. No. Look at me now. Go on your phone, my nigga. What I'm saying to you is,
they are white.
But
I'm not debating that.
But you're missing the point.
No, but hold on. Give me two more minutes. What I'm telling you is though, you have an army worth of billions, some billions, versus the army worth of trillions. Who gonna win and why they gonna win? Tell me why they gonna win.
You got more money, you gotta have better equipment.
Better resources. More power, more control. And that's what we're fighting for. See, when you say Latinos, you don't see what I'm saying.
For a better military? What are you talking about?
I'm saying money, they control. They don't know. So
this is the point of Ice to Beef.
Go ahead.
This is the point. And how you downplay my guy King. This is the point. If this is what King was talking about.
It's just things you don't understand yet.
No. It's just that people can't see as far as one day being able for everybody to just be fucking nice to each other. For everybody just be chill the hell out. For everybody just like, listen, it's okay.
So it goes to be nice?
It's the best part of it. No, you gotta be evil to somebody. You gotta cut them up.
I'm all for that. No,
I'm saying, but
I'm all for the peace. That's what
King was about. That's what peace. No matter what, one day, once we all gone, and 100 years from now, and these
when King died?
Kids run this country. Sooner or later, they're gonna have peace across the world.
Yo,
ain't gonna be no black and white. They all gonna be mixing together so much.
But also, so after the peace, then what? What's after the peace? You still gonna be poor?
What?
After the peace, after we get peaceful, you're still gonna be poor.
Listen, if everybody really becomes equal, then and you preach love and you love your brother no matter what. Listen, I'm dead serious.
No, I'm gonna say something. But give me time to rebuttal though.
I know that sounds far-fetched.
No. It sounds.
But imagine it though. If everybody on this earth was being kind to each other.
I can't imagine that.
Loving their brother, man. I know that, but I can't.
No, I can't imagine that. Okay. I'm imagining that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to you.
But imagine if everybody love each other.
Yeah.
If everybody help each other. If everybody be there for each other. If everybody just not claw each other down, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is you're gonna build that community up that ain't got nothing because we gonna help each other anyway. That's what we supposed to do. It ain't about being over each other. And that's hard to say in America, of course, because we about dog eat dog. We about gotta be better than somebody else.
No,
each other down.
no, we not.
No,
but
I said America. I ain't talking about just black people. I'm talking about America.
So my thing is this, Jazz, right? So after the peace, right? After you ice the beef, we still gonna be in poor, and white people still gonna have all the property and land and control.
No,
they're not giving that shit up.
So what we have to do is, like I said, to ice the beef, you have to fight on every stance. How do you build entrepreneurs in the neighborhood? How do you build jobs with these kids? They gotta do some entrepreneur classes. They gotta learn how to save. It's all these. How do you be nice to a female?
No.
All these.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to entrepreneur. You say they need to save. They need to be nice. No, entrepreneurs need time to think and they need funding. They need all these every white person you know that's a billionaire, trillionaire. They'll come from a funding or a loan or come from backing and banking.
So no entrepreneur started their business, came from the ground up, and did it themselves.
It wasn't by the time, yes, but name some.
Many times.
Mark Cuban, Mitt Romney.
He's
Many
white,
times.
and their parents are already rich.
No, he wasn't.
But come on, man. We all know in the world that there's people that came from the ground up and built a conglomerate organization. There's people out there. But the point I'm making is,
did their parents own homes?
But the point I'm making is, I'm
gonna get to what I'm saying. It's something that doesn't understand. I'm trying to tell you, y'all ain't getting it.
As you teach
I get to
the
you
younger
later.
generation,
We talk about it later. I'll tell your ass up.
our mistakes, as you teach the younger
I'm smarter than you,
generation
nigga.
how to maneuver through if you're in a gun is in front of you and you got this problem and somebody gives you a gun, what to do with that? How to say no to these? How to say no to your friends without losing your friends? All these things we learned growing up.
Nah, I got you. I'm still with you.
How do we maneuver each of these younger generation people in the mix of what they're going through? Each family dynamic is different. That community and that family is something different. How do you maneuver through whether your parents are on drugs? How do you maneuver through whether you have an affluent family but somebody's still fucked up? How do you maneuver through you have no family and you're in DCF? How do you maneuver through? There's so many individual problems, right? But how do we try to maneuver through all of them? That's what we do in ICB. But end of the day, we do it with love. We try to do it with being peaceful. We try to do it with, it don't matter if it's wrong. We fighting against the wrong. No matter what the wrong is.
I got what you're saying. I would never try to the saying which I think is doing is wrong. I would just say, I'm 100% with it. You gotta go, it's cool. I'm saying is just though, I'm all for peace for everybody. I dig that. I'm just saying that every community don't have the violence we have. Every community here don't have the poverty we have. So it all comes from poverty. It's not about it boils down to poverty and systematic oppression. That's all it is. Yeah, so to fix all this, all you do is fix the systematic oppression. You can't do it by jobs. You can't do it by education because they say get education, you get a good job. Hold on, wait. People went to college now. They say go to college, you get a better job. People who went to college and they can't find jobs now, my nigga, because we're already locked out. That's what I'm telling you.
All education.
Yeah, come on the microphone. We can't hear you. You say anything. It can't be heard. So let me finish until you come on the microphone, my nigga. All I'm saying is this.
All education ain't worth to the school.
I ain't saying I never said that was. I'm just saying they told us. Listen.
It starts with education.
So now, give me 3 minutes. Once upon a time they said to get a good job you need a high school diploma. Got a high school diploma. They saying get a good job you need a college diploma. Got a college diploma you need a master's. So once you get all that you still can get a job.
Cause we know that's bullshit.
Cause they mislead us and they put us in debt. The trickery. So the key problem to poverty, my nigga, and crime, my nigga, is disadvantage and redlining and systematic racism. Mm-hmm. This is political. This is not something. This is not a get a job thing, or this is not a job don't help.
You're not gonna be uneducated and change nothing. Let me explain something to you. All education.
I never said that.
All education is not taught in the school. So don't say no start with education.
Wait. I never said that.
Just
I had to do with that.
That was your example.
No,
you said don't
for the
start
jobs.
education.
They say you get a job, go to high school, get a diploma. Then they say go to college. Then say yada yada. I'm just saying it's deeper than that.
I'm gonna tell you what with this.
It starts with education.
I'm gonna tell you with this though.
What education though? Not any education.
Now I know
I ain't saying any education. It starts with
political. No. So be specific. What education we need?
You know what it start with? It start with
political education.
It started with the education Frankie gave a motherfucker when he said watch Jeffrey and Will, and then now from what he learned from that was education. That was
No, it was. I ain't debating that.
Now look what he took in it, and look what he at right now.
But all I'm
That's education.
but
I'm not saying that.
You have to teach your kid how. Listen, you got to teach your kid.
I get that part.
Okay, the
I'm not
American
debating
school,
that. Man.
listen, the American school system tell you what to think. You got to teach the kids how to think. You understand?
I agree with that too.
Listen, that's
I agree.
education.
I'm with you.
That's education.
Yeah.
Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. The monster you're going to get is well educated, and you're not going to go up there not knowing how to be an independent thinker, not knowing how to think outside the box, and not understand the education. Because they didn't really kill us with a gun; they killed us with a pen writing these laws.
I understand that. That's what I'm telling you.
So you have to be educated.
I said get political. I'm saying
That's
what?
a
Hold
great
on.
segue. And what I was about to say.
One second.
Go ahead.
I said we need a political education. We need a sociology education. I said that, my nigga, because it's all political.
But what y'all missing the point is
It's political.
We ain't the only ones that got to get that kind of education. See, we're putting it all on ourselves, and that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
We're beating ourselves up about it. It ain't just about us.
Let me explain.
The other communities,
They have it.
Also, that's what I'm saying. The other communities also got to make that decision change. The other communities also got to make that love change. Like the Caucasians, they got to make that love change too. And some of them super racist. It could be Asians, whatever. But we all got to make. It can't just be us beating ourselves up about how we got to do it. So now, if it was a great world, all of us love each other. Whether white, black, green, yellow, whatever you are.
Yeah.
But if we somehow in the younger generation, if the Caucasian younger generation are saying racism was wrong and they do away with it and never do it again, then we get done with it, right?
I understand that.
I said this before and I said it again.
So it ain't just us that got to do it. It's all of us as a conglomerate,
the system that you want to go against, Hurt, is so strong and powerful, you're never going to defeat it from the outside. It starts with, instead of us telling our kids, fuck the police and fuck the prosecutor, yo, you need to grow up and be the prosecutor. You need to grow up and be
I'm
the
saying
police.
that. I'm saying political.
Listen, you need to grow up and be the prosecutor. And that's also the regular education, school education. You need to grow up and be the police. You need to police your own neighborhood. You need to grow up and be the prosecutor.
I'm saying that.
You need to grow up and be the judge. So you can say, nah, that ain't right. We ain't doing this. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
And that's what, so you do.
I'm not debating that. You understand that, right?
You need
And
both.
that's
You need
something
both.
we doing next to beef.
This is one of them things where it got to be a Trojan horse. Where if you want to correct the system, you got to do it from the inside. You're not going to do it from the outside.
No, I got
They've
you.
been trying to do it from the outside forever.
I got you.
How long blacks been in this country?
I got you.
So you got to do it from the inside. We need a black judge from the hood.
I got you.
Where they got a Mr. C and they know her and they know these and they know that and they're like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
I got you.
Hold on, I'm a cop. You're not gonna whip him. You're not gonna legally search him.
I got
don't give a fuck what he got on him. You're not gonna do it illegally. You need it, but we don't got that.
But that's what I'm saying. Where that comes from is, no matter what race you are, we have to teach the younger generation that all that bullshit is all wrong.
No, I got you.
We're fucked up from the Jim Crow and the I'm better than you and I'm better and I'm gonna beat you down because you're black and I'm black and I gotta do this. All that fucked up teaching that we got, you're racist because you're white and you just was born. You know what the fuck that is, but I'm gonna teach you that you're better than this black person and you're gonna tell him that. You know, that's teachings that we teach each other. But when do we get out of that? And that's the point. We all have to come up out of that. We can't keep beating ourselves up. We can't keep causing more divide. We have to, at some point, everybody got to come together. Everybody got to teach the children that it's different. And it's not, of course, it's not going to happen anytime soon because we still got people running around hating black people, hating this, hating that.
We doing the footwork, though. You doing the footwork in the seed. I'm for that. I'm 100% for that. And first of all, nigga, I don't misconstrue nothing. I'm not arguing about what you do. I'm saying, I'm just saying, my whole thing is letting other people into our shit. We shouldn't do that yet. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everything we fought for, the positions we fought for, other black groups who come at the Trojan horse and look like us, they're not us. Like Kamala Harris, she's not us. She's fucking Jamaican and she's fucking Indian. She's Brahmin.
She's still black, bro.
Hold on. See, but black ain't one thing. All black ain't black American. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't black American. I'm black American.
What are you?
I don't know.
You black American.
So I don't know what tribe I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So
you from the tribe. You from the Elm Haven tribe.
I'm a human being.
You from Aspen tribe.
I'm a
let me talk to your ass. So what I'm saying to you is though. So when we fight for things, right? We fought for like for civil rights, and we fought for desegregation. We fought for education, better things. But the problem is though, we have foreign Africans coming in and getting our HBCUs. We have Kamala Harris, who's being a vice president before a black American. So I'm just saying we gotta fight for things and make sure we lock ourselves into it.
Well,
Obama's not a black American, nigga. That nigga's white, my nigga. He's African and white. He's not black.
And I don't call Kamala.
Motherfucker, he's not African American.
I don't call Kamala
No.
Harris the first black anything. I call her the first woman. Period.
She's Indian. No.
First woman to get in there. Period.
She's not one of us.
Woman to get in there,
but
period.
we got her there,
She is one of us, man.
nigga. So
She
you telling me?
you. She wanted me,
So you telling me that you're Jamaican?
I'm black. She black.
Are you Jamaican though?
No, I ain't Jamaican.
Are you Indian?
Nope.
So you can't.
Am I African?
No, you're American.
Who says that? How am I American?
I'm telling you, American.
So ask a bunch of white people say I ain't American. How am I American?
No. So you blackballed American. You ain't black American. You a blackballed American, which means your ass was born in the tribe. Nigga, hold on. No. You was designated to be in a fucking project. You was redline, nigga. You was kept down. Nigga, they're not that. They don't come from that. They come from money, education. They come here and they compete with us. So we compete with. Hold on. So we say everybody need education. That's a democratic mentality. That's a socialism shit. That's some bullshit, nigga. We need the education to compete with these immigrants who come here who compete with us. What?
But
Shut the fuck up.
But at the end of the day,
I'll slap your ass. I'm about tired of your ass being insubordinate to me, nigga.
But at the end of the day, what we do in Ice to Beef,
You're doing a great thing.
We just started a new chapter in Waterbury. We have now 17 staff.
And I went in on that shit.
We working with kids all the time, and we are
gonna fire me.
I already took the Martin Luther King stance, which means if they come to get me, they come to get me. They're gonna come get me anyway. So guess what? I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Now you good.
But you don't know who you help in this journey.
Nah, I got you because you help somebody white or Hispanic, they can get in and help us. I see that.
I mean, anybody. You don't know which kid could be the future person to cure AIDS. Or who. You didn't know that kid, whoever found the first strain, who cured the first strain of the coronavirus, is going to do that when he was 5. You never knew that. And whatever he learned in that process to get to where he got to, we never know. So sooner or later, we're going to have to make a change. And that's all of us. Everybody.
Yeah.
Whether you white, black, green, yellow, whatever, don't matter. If you get shot, you do the same thing. If you get stabbed, you do the same thing. It don't matter what, but we treat each other as we're inferior or we're better than or whatever. But at some point, all that got to go. Because why?
I agree. What's about the time? 100 years from now.
All them super slave people, they've been dead. Right? All them mad at those people that was, so we have this new era of KKK. We have this new,
super slaves.
You know what I mean? Yeah, super. The people that was back in Washington days when being a slave owner was the normal thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Them George Washington gone. You know what I'm saying?
But whoa.
Their lineage
is still here and it still benefit from the slavery. They still got that money from the slavery, my nigga. That's the advantage you don't have.
I ain't talking about money right now.
It's all about money.
But what I'm saying is, piece by piece, sooner or later you gotta go. And as you go, only thing you can do is leave a print on the people that's behind you. Mm-hmm. And you keep doing that. And that's how I keep going. Because they keep leaving a print on their children's. They keep leaving that same imprint. But, one day it's going to all go away. One day we all got to make the change happen. And how we do that? Piece by piece. We keep on fighting this fight of still being equal to everybody else, loving everybody else no matter what you do. That don't mean, though. See, I'm Martin Luther King NX. So I'm King X. See what I'm saying? So, King X. You feel what I'm saying? I'm King X. So, you ain't gonna rub with my kids, none of my kids, and I'm talking about any of my kids, not to be anything, we can pull it up. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we still with the love. We're gonna love you while we're there, but you're not gonna abuse our children either. You're not gonna come in our neighborhood and do this either. No. But end of the day, how?
But they are abusing your kids, though.
How do we make this change happen?
They are abusing your kids by put them in the projects and put them in redline, low level communities about bad schooling. They are abusing your kids, my nigga.
But how do we make the change? And how you make
we
that
attack
change
the problem,
right? And you attack each,
and that's the wealth gap.
We're attacking each of the problems through the younger generation, right? Because we can't call on the rich black people who hacks and help us. Not a lot of them. Some of them are doing some things, but I'm saying. I would have been figured it out like a couple years ago. How about we come together and make a whole party or something. What? Nobody decided to do that yet at the Capitol? You ain't taking enough. Trump got in there. He had like 30 billionaires on his team. How you find all them? You can't find 20 black people to make a party in the Capitol?
It's not 30 billionaires in America.
I'm just saying. But he
it's only
found a
2 or
bunch
3.
I'm just saying the point I'm making is he found a bunch of
Ain't it one of
millionaires
5?
to give a job to. We
In
can't
America.
find 10, 15
Black American, Google it.
African Americans or whatever come together to make a
Billionaires in
whole
America, it's not
caucus
5.
and start
Google
changing
it.
laws.
It's not 5
You know what I'm saying? So
Black Americans is not 5.
I didn't say black Americans. I said billionaires.
Not billionaires is not 5 in America. It's not 5 black American. It's not 5 black American billionaires.
I don't know how many black Americans.
Google it. You got a phone, nigga. Challenge me.
About billionaires.
but the point I'm making is, end of the day,
They don't gotta
Yeah.
be black to
all of us as a human race,
Yeah, that's
no matter
true.
what the hell you are
Yeah.
or what you're doing as a human being.
So you're the Rainbow Coalition.
At some
I got
point-
you.
no,
So are you a
Jesse
Democrat?
Jackson,
You're a Democrat?
I am a realist.
I fucking hate Democrats and Christians.
I'm a realist, and I do vote Democratic.
God
right?
damn, you see that now it's my job to get you off that Democrat and Christian shit.
But I will make sure I really try to validate.
Hey, you're a good dude.
Who I'm voting for and what they're about. I definitely voted against that guy Donald Trump. Because
Why?
Because you were blatant out there racist, and
So is
you wasn't gonna do-
Biden blatantly locked us out, locked me and that nigga up.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you.
He locked us up.
Listen.
Black Americans specifically.
And that vote was cast for 2
What,
reasons.
nigga? What you saying?
That vote was cast for 2 reasons, right? And I don't put this out there, but I'll give you
Shut
why
up.
I voted.
I'll slap your ass.
I'll give you why I voted. 1, I voted for change. 2, I voted for women power. I'll keep going. 3, I voted to get Donald Trump out of here.
We don't need women power.
4, you can get some girls in the show. You gonna cuss us up. You got
Nah,
a woman
nigga, we don't need
woman
women
hour on
power.
this show. I'm gonna bring
My
you
nigga,
women
women got too much power as it is. You bitches out of control.
Let's stay over with my competition. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you some shorties over here and let these beautiful
I got
women.
some shorties. Yeah, I got a whole list of. I'm good.
I gotta watch that show. But let me finish.
What
I gotta
women?
go. It's getting really late, and I'm babysitter probably trying to kill me.
All right, yeah. I was all up, my nigga. I'm glad you came. We had a good show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We always have you on the show.
Ice the Beef. We're doing
Yeah.
right now. We got a new chapter started.
What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook?
Just Google us. Google us, Ice the Beef. You'll find us everywhere. Go on Facebook page, Ice the Beef. Instagram, Ice the Beef. But join our Facebook page if you want to stay up to date on things that's going on. Join our Facebook page. And we just started a chapter in Waterbury. We're trying to go city to city and create new chapters and fight not only gun violence, but everything that's the cause of it. And it ain't an easy fix. It ain't a quick fix.
Racism is the cause of it.
Yep, that's all part of it. So we fight piece by piece and keep chipping at it. Because when you bring Ice to Beef to a city like Waterbury, it's as a city that's really mixed. So we are going to have Caucasian
Segregated as
children.
fuck, too.
We have, let's taste of it.
South is all Spanish,
in my
the North is all
program,
black, the rest of that shit's all
even
white.
my program in New Haven,
Jewish
we have
parts, too.
blacks, Latinos,
And
whites,
Italian.
everything in the program.
That's
Everything
good.
in our program.
That's good.
Asians in our
So
program.
it's the Baby Rainbow
You see what I'm saying?
Coalition.
No, I want to say that because I don't want to say that because we're our own entity. What I'm saying is we're a love coalition. I'll say that, and we loving on everybody and making sure that we are helping our children of all races, all creeds who come. If you walk in our door, we about
Children
you.
welcome. Yeah, I
We
get it.
about
Yeah,
you. I don't
yeah. It's
care
all for the children
what you
though.
is. Once you walk in
Yeah,
that door,
yeah.
we about you. We your
I got
daddy
you.
and your mama and your uncle and your aunts.
It's all love.
We pulling up at the school.
Nah, I'm
pulling
all
up
for
at
that.
the house. We
Yeah.
pulling up. If you go to court, we pulling up there too. We go put everywhere. You know what I mean? Because we are in this for the youth, and we know they take over. They inherit this country. So long as we keep instilling positive, good values and morals back into them, and how you get to the next
It'll be
level,
a better country one
and
day.
decision making, it's gonna take a long time, but piece by piece, because they're gonna teach their kids. You know what? We have 17 staff members now. We have 2 of our kids who started in 3rd grade, who are now adults, and 2 of the 4 top positions in our organization.
I want in.
You know what I mean?
I want help, man.
And they were kids. You know what I'm
help.
saying? So we keep on building like that. We teach them. Not only do we teach them, and then we put them in a position and let them take over and keep going from there. And now we're branching out and we're doing other things, but we stay focused and stay grounded on how do we change it all, piece by piece by piece. We got to start somewhere over here for opioid addiction. We got to start for poverty. We got to start for systematic racism. We got to start for.
I got a song about opium
piece by
addiction.
piece by piece.
You probably use my song. Open song. I'm saying, you probably use
Man,
that.
this has been a good time.
It's been great,
man.
my nigga.
And I thank you for having me, and I shall return.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some work.
Bring more people. Bring some kids, man. Shit. Bring D Russ, man. Everybody welcome to come, my nigga.
We're gonna do some, he'll kill me too, cause he called me when I was on the show. So
We got 3 hours in, my nigga.
yeah, how I said.
We been up here for 5 hours probably.
Babysitter probably like, what in the hell? So
Yeah, it was a great show, my nigga, man.
I think I'm lying.
Yeah, we got proof, my nigga. It's all good. So this is a good show, my nigga. I'm glad you came. I wish you well on all your endeavors. You're doing great. You've been in the group for a long time. And you're very inspirational, my nigga. And, you know, I looked up to you then. I look up to you now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
So, nigga, yes, I think you need me for it, my nigga. I'm all for it, man.
Let's get to work.
Let's do it.
And our extra job is we got a big job behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a big green shirt. Oh, gray shirt.
Fuck that nigga.
So we want to
I slapped that nigga.
We're gonna be working on him too.
And he coming.
Piece by piece.
He coming.
Chisel on it.
He coming.
You know, because sometimes, you know what? The main thing I learned though is that you take that hustle mind, you take that,
apply it,
and you turn it into business.
Yeah.
And you apply it somewhere else. If you can hustle on the streets, on the block, etc., do that as some business stuff.
Yeah.
You a bad man. You ain't no joke.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out how to get the crack and the drugs and all that. Figure out how to get yourself to that level you want to be at. Put it down. Work on it.
Apply something new.
But you gotta, same way you'll stand out in the snow and the rain and the cold and 4 a.m. and go to Cali to get the same way you do all that.
I did that.
You gotta do all that. Yeah, but the young kids don't know about that. How to stand outside in the cold on the block. Kids don't know about that these days. How to stand in the cold on the block.
Shit, I was
Back
there.
in the day, we sitting outside in the snow and the rain. We ain't changed clothes for 5 days sitting outside.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you know that same mentality
apply
has
something
to be
else.
Applied into something else you're doing. That's great.
Everything we learned in the ghetto that we was good at, we have to apply to something else outside the ghetto. I think outside the projects, outside the slums, and make it because it's all useful information.
I mean, but you can apply it in your neighborhood because that's something people do too.
No, you probably in your neighborhood, but take it something positive
get somewhere,
though.
And then they don't come back and apply it in the neighborhood, and they dip out.
You gotta
apply that right home too. And when you get there, you gotta look back, reach your arm out, and grab somebody's hand, pull them with you. But a lot of time we get there, we like, see ya.
I got you. They made it out.
I made it out. You know what I mean? But you left everybody else.
Sometimes it's dangerous to go back.
There's some time. But if you've been in there and they know you've been fighting for them the whole time, it's a little less dangerous.
Nah, you be good. You be good forever because you always was. You be good forever, my nigga.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying.
I'm thinking about running for mayor too, so just let you know that.
Oh hell yeah! You think matter of fact, I had a guy here over here running for mayor. Next time you come, I'm bring him to school his ass. Yeah, have a debate. yeah, it's my nigga. My nigga
Leo. An exploratory committee. I'm thinking.
Nah, but do that shit though, man. Yo, you running my nigga shit, nigga. You turn it to a radio station, nigga. You got an advantage over motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that though.
And the streets behind you, my nigga.
I know that. I know that's right. Now I don't mind being a worker bee, man. I don't mind fighting a good fight.
I'm the same thing.
It is what it is.
I'll find anybody who leads a good cause.
My purpose. I'm here for it. This is my purpose. I'm gonna keep on doing it till the wheels fall off.
I'm with you, my nigga.
You know what I mean? So, all right, man. Love y'all.
Thank you for coming, man.
I love this.
Love you.
Awesome.
Drive safe, man. Heard a stone outside too, man.
I'm about to get killed.
This is great. Sunny Chiba.
Well, that's clear now. Ain't nothing out there now.